Terran Armstead is gone. Just like that. Quietly. No long farewell. No drama. He walked out the way he always carried himself, with a calm presence that didn't need volume to shake the ground. And now everything shifts. You can't just erase someone like that from the picture and expect no tremor, because it's not just about replacing a player. It's about filling a silence. Now it's Patrick Paul's world, whether he's ready or not, whether anyone actually believes it or not. That's what this is. There's no safety net, no fallback plan. The guy who barely scratched the surface last season, that's the guy now. That's who's protecting the blind side. That's who's supposed to hold it all together when the pocket caves in and chaos starts creeping up from the edges. It's strange, really. You look at Paul, and you see potential stacked on top of more potential. The size, the length, the frame that was built for this position. He looks like he belongs. But that illusion gets thin fast when you remember what happened on the field. 3 starts, 3 sacks, 79th out of 81 tackles. Those aren't just numbers. Those are warning signs. And yet, this staff, they don't flinch. Frank Smith talks about growth. Mike McDaniel points to the learning curve. They talk like Paul's already on the other side of the mountain. Like this is just a matter of time. But time doesn't slow down in the NFL. It barrels forward. Brutal. Unforgiving. And the Dolphins just lit a fuse by handing the job to a kid who still feels like a question mark in cleats. There's no easing into a role like this. You're either that guy or you're not. You either protect the quarterback or you become the reason he doesn't finish the season. And with Tua Tagovailoa, the stakes couldn't be more fragile. The team is built around him. His rhythm, his release, his timing, all of that disintegrates the second pressure hits from the left side. So yeah, Paul better be more than ready. What's maddening is how much of a mystery he still is. Because in college, he was a wall. Over 1,000 pass block snaps, and only 2 sacks allowed. That doesn't just happen. That's not luck. That's dominance. But the translation to Sundays hasn't clicked. Not yet. The timing's off. The instincts look unfinished. And that's what makes this whole thing so unnerving. You can see it, though. The flashes. That moment in Houston last season. The way he set his base. The way he absorbed the bull rush. It was there. It was brief, but it was there. That's what they're holding on to. That's the version of Patrick Paul the coaches believe in. The version that could, maybe one day, become something close to what Armstead gave them. But belief? Belief is an armor. Belief won't stop edge rushers from flattening the pocket. And while all eyes are locked on Paul, something else is happening. Or rather, not happening. Leadership. That intangible void. Armstead wasn't just a pro. He was the anchor, the locker room compass, the silent enforcer, the one you felt more than you heard. And you don't replace that. You absorb it or you fall apart trying to. Alec Ingold said it best. When 72 was in the huddle, you believed. Everyone did. Not because he said the right things. Because his presence settled the chaos. Paul doesn't have that yet. Maybe he will. Maybe that kind of energy is waiting inside him. But right now, it's vacant. And that absence is louder than anything he's done on tape. So who steps up? Austin Jackson. Aaron Brewer? James Daniels just got here. Liam Eichenberg is a placeholder at best. There's no clear voice on that line. No defined core. And in a sport where chemistry means everything in the trenches, that's a problem that won't fix itself overnight. Paul is aware. He said as much. He's focused. He's working. He's doing all the things you're supposed to say when the spotlight hits. But effort doesn't make headlines. Results do. And this league? It doesn't have time for projects. It swallows them. And yet, there's still this bizarre sense of hope. Like maybe, just maybe, the pressure will refine him. Like the heat of this moment could carve something permanent. Could turn the raw edges into something sharp. That's the gamble. That's what Miami's banking on. That this isn't a setup for failure. That this is the beginning of something that nobody sees coming yet. But the risk? It's real. Paul's not being asked to fill a role. He's being asked to become the foundation. The left tackle for a team that has playoff dreams. A team with a quarterback whose health is the heartbeat of the franchise. A team that cannot afford to take another swing and miss on the offensive line. There are no illusions here. This is high-stakes development. And the margin for error? Non-existent. If Paul stumbles, it won't be quiet. It won't be subtle. It'll ripple across the entire offense. And Miami knows that. You don't lose a player like Armstead and walk away clean. There's always residue. So what happens now? What does the future look like with Patrick Paul standing on the edge of everything? Is this the spark that ignites a new era? Or the slow unraveling of a position that's already cost this team too much? Time will answer that. But the tension? It's already here. And it's not going anywhere.